That might be nice. Alright, let's see what the Rising Stones has for us. I thought we weren't supposed to be coming back here anymore. Ah, I'm going to get a present. Tataru's putting on a pot of tea and looks in need of company. James, how lovely to see you. If you're not in too much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup? Take a seat then, and I'll find us something to nibble on as well. Ah, Tataru. That's quite a spread they've got going on, isn't it? It's not a very balanced lunch that they're having. Donuts and muffins and macaroons.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around. Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors. Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it. What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
A grand new adventure, of course.
Traveling to the edge of existence and back wasn't enough? Well, if that's the case, I might have a suggestion for you.
Suggest a way, Tataru.
You've fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats. For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while? Acquit yourself as a simple adventurer again and travel the world in search of wonder.
That's a great idea, but where to start?
Oh, with so many exciting places to choose from, it's hard to narrow it down. But I believe I have the perfect destination in mind.
Oh?
Thavnair. That's where you should go next.
I've been there.
I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Radzat the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Vritra would be pleased to see you. Then there's the bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance. Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
Emmett.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the bounty?
He did say that.
As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world. In anticipation of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress.
What? Where's my clothes?
Shouldn't take much longer now though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
I can drink tea pretty quickly. I don't think she's Make sure it has pockets. Now I'll say you're the best, Tataru, because she is. She's a good Lalafell. can spill tea on myself pretty quickly. This isn't my clothes. That's a cross stitch.
Not the threads with love and care.
She's doing a cross stitch. That's a cross stitch. She's doing a cross stitch of a sheep.
Just a little more to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement.
That's not clothes. That's a cross stitch.
I am one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims.
That's how Pirate King Bloodbeard crafts.
Don't worry. I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across.
Don't be ungrateful. Let the best Lalafell do her thing. He's knackered. Look at him. He's fallen asleep.
Oh, we mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
Newfound adventure. I swear to God, if that's Xenos, if it's Xenos, I'm gonna go bananas. They didn't even eat all the cakes. Not even one bit of fruit in for sight.
You're awake.
Stretch.
My apologies.
She was watching me
I did
sleep.
get a little carried away with my sewing. You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga? Either way, I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall. If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
We shall. Where's the Diamond Forge? Ba, 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 ba. You absolutely must be able to get Tataru plushies. I would be very, very surprised if you couldn't. I thought I could hear some of the music then. First relic book done. Oh, don't worry, you've only got 11 more. To the internet. Observe as the artiste refines her piece into a masterpiece. And no napping this time. I only need a moment, you'll see. I keep getting smudges on my glasses and I'm not sure how. A little more room in the shoulders, open up the cuffs, a final adjustment to the hem. All done. Let's see how it looks on the mannequin. Well, what do you think? Doesn't it just scream ready for a bold new adventure? It's quite nice, actually. It's got my old hair on it. I'm so glad you approve. All pink. So what do I owe you? She's very rich. Oh, don't be silly. Your approval is payment enough. If you really want to thank me, though, all I ask is that you wear this on your travels. Or at least anywhere lots of adventurers might gather. Heh. They'll look at you, a famous hero, and wonder, wherever did he purchase those stylish and practical garments? And before you know it, hordes of new customers will be climbing over each other to place orders at Taru's boutique. I can hear it now, the merry clink clink of gill overflowing from my coffers, sweet music to my ears. Ahem. Burgeoning merchant empires aside, you must be excited to start a fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all your experiences and exploits without taking at least a few notes. Oh, maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant, or if one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the last decade. Something to keep in mind in any case. It's a positive outlook. The unending codex. This is like a little in-game wiki. Okay. Well, she's made me some new clothes. Let's go put them on. Let's go, you know, let's do what she wants. That'll do us. Let's unlink my glamour plate. Come on. Do that, and then we do that. Okay. So you say you've sent me something. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. My blobby plants. If only I had some blobby pants. If only that was a thing. Lunar Envoy's weapon coffer. As the former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer of the signs, allow me to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip, and the best places to pick up information are taverns and markets. At present, you only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive in Thavner, I suggest you explore your options at Merid's Mehane, the finest drinking establishment in Radzat Han. Charm the employees, and they'll not only point you in the direction of the local tale tellers, but also share with you the tricks for loosening their tongues. Now, I really must be getting back to running my boutique. Enjoy the journey, James, and may fair fortune find you. I happen to know that Estinian is in Radzat Han, so I have a feeling we're going to run into him. I have a feeling we're gonna run into him. I need to do my craft quests as well. Why is everywhere so big? Oh, he's moved. It's the new table over here, but he's moved. Interesting. Welcome to Merid's Mahane. Mahane. Oh, hello. I did not recognize you at first. Are you here alone? Let me find you a table. Ruins beneath the bounty. Would you be speaking of the sunken treasure vault? We have one regular, a historian, in fact, who could tell you all about it. I do. I've got level 90 gear, Laketta. I have to get the jewelry side, but the main armor side is all maxed. Ah, there he is, Professor Jalheen. I thought I saw him come in. Although a somewhat private sort, the professor's quick to befriend those who share his fondness for the Mahane's unique beverages. Offer him any drink from our selection, and he should happily share everything he knows about the vault you seek, and a few other odd bits besides. Whatever you buy for him is on the house, by the way. If Merid finds out I took coin from Thavner's savior, she would have me scrubbing pots for a week. So yeah, I've got... Oh, actually... I've got 2 of these already. I haven't got the rings. The rings are the only thing I need. Unless they're better than the existing rings, they could be better. 560? No, they're not. That's 560. That's 660. So yeah, I need the rings. I've also started on my Viper. So yeah, that's the one I've done all the left-hand side. I just need the right to wrap that one up. Yes. The following event cannot be skipped. Okay. And what may I do for you, my Eosian friend? Oh, just a friendly chat. How about a drink? Well, I certainly wouldn't say no to a drink freely offered. Here we are, one of Merid's finest. Enjoy. Ah, lovely. Bottoms up. Jalheen empties the cup in a single pull. Ooh. That was very kind of you, sir, but I know when I'm being softened up. What is it that you want from me? Oh, chasing down that old tale, are you? It does seem to appeal to the adventurous at heart. Now, where to begin? I might assume you've heard of Al-Zadal. He was a Khan of the Ori tribe which sailed to Thavner from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Radz-at-Han. His decision to aid the Arcasadora is what ultimately won them the war against the Gajasura, thus allowing our predecessors to lay the foundation for this thriving city-state. The truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, Al-Zadal III, who was known for his deeds as satrap in Radz-at-Han's earlier days. So we're going to talk to Vitra about this, aren't we? Some attest that this man travelled to another world entirely and returned with glittering riches. Others that he brokered an alliance with a certain worm of the first brood. Then there is the tale of the sunken vault, the one you seem most curious about. According to this legend, Al-Zadal III claimed a small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There, he built a structure reaching clear to the bottom of the sea, a deep and secret storehouse, and locked all his worldly wealth within. In the centuries since, whenever a natural disaster or hardship befell Rads at Ham, folk would remember that tale of hidden treasure. Hearty souls would set out to claim their fortune, but precious few ever made it home. Would you like to hear more? Apologies, I have a slight tickle in. Oh, my cup appears to be empty. Mihil, another round for the professor. Keep 'em coming. Coming. I see we've reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer. Another for the professor. Oh, today was a splendid day to visit the Mayhane. Kira. Jalheen gulps down his newest drink with gusto. Oh, yes, those who did return from seeking the treasure vault flatly refused to speak of what they saw. Did this discourage the others? Nay, quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend, and the golden lore grew stronger than ever before. That reminds me of something Azama was saying. Azama is a fellow connoisseur of spirituous potables. Yes, he is. Anyway, he was saying that one of his acquaintances went after the treasure himself. Hasn't been seen since he set sail, I hear, but he did have a... No, I can say no more. You seem a generous soul. What kind of man would I be to encourage what is clearly a foolhardy quest? If my word sent you to your death, I could never live with myself. I am no stranger to peril. You look skinnier, you reckon, with the haircut? Is that so? Perhaps it's your turn to tell the tale then. What manner of dangers have you faced? Oh, let me tell you, son. The very edge of existence? From anyone else, I'd struggle to believe it, but I recognize you now. You're the hero of the final days. Now drink. I need another drink to settle my nerves. Heal. More of the same, if you please. As you wish, but this one's on your coin, Professor. Drains yet another cup dry. Where's the glass collectors in this place? Yeah, anyway, you being who you are, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to share a little more. This friend of his armor's is desperate to buy a treasure map. One would show the way to the entrance of the vault. Seems you can only get it from some merchant. What's his name? I forget. I struck a toast to you, my best friend. Milil. More drinks. I think water. Tempted to do ninja or samurai for Shadowbringers. Samurai is I would say. Well, I'm biased. I did samurai. I've done ninja to level 50, and it's okay. It's a good class. I know Gags mained it. For Stormblood, yeah. For Stormblood, monk and samurai are the two canon jobs. If you wanted to stay in canon. Your drink, sir. Ah, marvelous. I am parched. Jalheen gulps down the cup of water. That was water. Did you tell her to bring me water? Still, that's probably for the best. Very kind of you, really. My head will certainly thank you in the morning. Hey, Andy, how's it going? I had to turn off the new redeem I was messaging you about. I need to reduce the video file size because they destroyed my encoding. It was not good. It was not good. Arcanus Crook, thank you for being my biggest fan. Welcome in. Ninja's fun when you get the hang of it. You can do ninja later then. Yeah, I do it as a side job. I seem to have overindulged. I'm put in mind of the words of Master Jal Hazan. Be wary how much of the drink you swallow, lest it swallow you. Forgive me, I was attempting to know more of these unseemly antics. If you want to speak with Ashama, well, as I said, we share a taste for The Mayhane's fine spirits. He probably came in as we were talking. I wish you fortune in finding your fortune. Yeah, oof, oof indeed. That was definitely the word for it. My stream quality dropped to like 20 frames a second. I haven't done much in the island sanctuary actually. All I've done is put all my minions on the beach. There's some settings I think. Yeah, I need to tweak them because they're nine video files. It's 9 video files, and they're not very well optimized. So I need to first of all optimize them so that they're not so big, and then I need to trim them so they're not so long, and then they can loop. So yeah, I've just got a bit of editing work to do on them basically. Yes, I am Azhama, and who might you be? All true, I'm afraid. My friend took a ship out in search of Al-Zadal's legacy, and I've been watching for his sails ever since. Tried to dissuade him, of course, but he refused to listen. All he could talk about was finding that vault. And that look in his eyes, I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was hunting Al-Zadal III's otherworldly hoard, and his ambition would not be denied. I see it in you too, that appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. But I'll not attempt to turn you from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavour. So I'll tell you what my friend told me. How he convinced the merchant in the bazaar to give him the rough location of the vault's entrance. It seems this merchant, one Zashal, I believe, is selling a map which shows the exact route, but my friend's purse was too light for its exorbitant price. With what meagre wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins on a small island somewhere in the bounty, and within those ruins hides the path to the vault deep below. If you truly intend on seeking Al-Zadal's treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home.
Please, Ashal, please! You must let me have that treasure map!
Look at him smirking, and
What's
it's
all
just
this
there
about?
next to him.
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you spare us no kindness?
So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake? What have you to offer in payment? As I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name. This is no mere treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of Al-Zadal III, one of the great satraps of Radzat Han, and a direct descendant of Al-Zadal Khan.
Why can't we just ask Vitra where it is?
A map to Al-Zadal's legacy.
So he says. A fake, I'd wager.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage. You may find the ruins hidden in the bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession.
What's
A
going on
priceless
here?
artifact it is.
Hey,
Discovered
Rasusu.
amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly.
Think James and Lakera are pulling a scam on those poor people?
This map is the key to
Why
fabulous
is-
riches. And I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away.
Why was Lakera pulled into that?
Be glad I am no such king, boy. Your scrawny-eyed had never returned with that treasure alive.
Yo, Silvermoon! Thank you for the resub. Let's get you in the book.
Oh, cruel fate. Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim? How I shall envy the one who purchases that precious map. Whatever they pay will be but bitten seconds the golden hoard
Ooh.
they stand to uncover.
You got the Paladin Jobstone, which is the job I'm actually... This is the job I'm doing in game at the moment, so that's very, very topical. That's a very topical stone to get. Estinian, hello.
What have you, sir? Fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Alzadal's lost fortune.
A fortune, you say?
You're in, Silver. You're in.
If I had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
Two-man job to you. Good to see you, Silvermoon. How you doing today?
I'll take it.
Zell?
Will this cover the price?
Oh no, Estinian, no. You're not allowed to buy things. Ask what the price is. Don't just give him all your cash. He was only going to charge 30 gil. Need to change. We can't be wearing the same thing. We are. Tataru told me to wear it, and I will not go against Tataru's wishes.
Well met, my friend.
I have a name. You're doing great, how am I? I'm doing good, thank you.
Someone is dressed for adventure.
Oh, he's spotted that I'm wearing my clothes.
Why Favner of all places?
Is that an
Knowing
actual
you,
line of dialogue?
suspect
Did I...
There's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping.
What's happened to his voice?
Ruins beneath the bounty. Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
He doesn't sound right.
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
He's taken off before he clocks on. What's happened?
Mind us.
Has his voice actor changed? He just handed over his God's entire GDP.
Days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
Ah, look, he has fleeced us.
This map may or may not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure.
That sounded a bit more like him. I never took you for a treasure hunter.
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself.
Estinian sounded weird.
If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days.
Sounds different when he's not screaming at dragons, I guess so.
For Thavnir, what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's trove. Come now.
Come.
You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits. Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant. Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add weight to the merchant's bold claims. Transparent act for the most part. It was not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough. Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent, whether the map leads us to the vault or not.
Estinian, how are you going to eat tonight? Where are you sleeping?
You are coming along, yes?
I mean, you've got no money left. Shall we split the expenses? I kind of... Normally I would say, should we split the expenses? but it's Estinian. And if he goes off and buys things... Give him food in a room.
I appreciate the concern, but there's one thing I've learned from my time with the Scions is how to better manage my coin purse.
You just gave a fortune to that merchant. What are you talking about? Estinian.
Now, let's see about securing a vessel.
That sounded more like Estinian. It's because he's talking quietly. He's normally really loud. But actually, when he's talking softly, he's unrecognizable. It's only one bed you're going to have to share. Receive someone to handle his coin purse. Elephant? That boy was sad. He's like, I'm sorry, Estinian. I'm sorry for fleecing you. You'll recall I spoke of visiting Thavnir at Vitru's request. Well, he finally invited me to a feast and made his proposal once I was too full of Harnish delights to refuse. He wishes me to train the Radiant host in lance work. But that is a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a trawler with a ship fit for the open seas. Matsia is a fisherman by trade, yes? We should head to Akyali and see if he can help us. New thirst for a Susu and Dawn Trail. You see nothing, I see all. Oh, good lord. Is this going to be a I mean, this vault, whatever it is, has to be a dungeon, right? You're not worried. You're a summoner who can summon Bahamut. There you are. My friends, what brings you to our humble village? So you need a seaworthy vessel to seek these ruins? Considering it was your deeds which allowed us to return to fishing, I should think everyone would be glad for a chance to repay the favor. Wait here, and I will have a boat stocked and ready for you in no time at all. Why can't... Oh, because Rinvello smashed the Redeems, and Owly joined them. So, Owly and Rinvello made story mode go on. That's why. There were many bees. There were so many bees. Have you noticed our little shadow? He's been following us since we left the city. We see you there, boy. Show yourself. No, Superboss is a screen takeover with noise, so it sits behind the kill switch. That's how it be. Those bees hurt your ears, yeah. It is you. Do you know how far out of our way we walked so you'd not cross paths with some wild beast? I teleported here and then flew. I'm sorry, sir, but aren't you the heroes who saved Thavnir? You are. I know you are. And I've gone and cheated you. I worked with Sashal, you see, the map, the merchant. It's my job to play the pleading orphan and convince the crowds his words are worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done, and I beg your forgiveness. If not for you, my sister and I would never have... What would be... Enough. I knew your game, and I paid the price willingly. A fortunate purchase, as it turns out, for my friend here was seeking those very ruins. Hey, no worries, Akira. Good night. Sleep well. Rather sensitive to high-pitched noise. Surely allows Superboss, but cue it behind the kill switch. You could toggle it at an opportune moment. No. my way of looking at this is, if people want to be crazy with the redeems and set everything off to the point that I have to lock everything down, then this is a consequence of that behavior. James didn't even notice. What have I? Oh, you did an on-screen celebration. I can't see it. This is the Twitch thing. Twitch did that, and I can't see it. So, thank you for the on-screen celebration that I cannot see. You should be able to redeem things without noise. Yeah, you can. Everything that is not noisy is still accessible. Blame Owly and Rinvello. Yes. Would it not make sense to do a command that mutes Rinvello and Owly rather than blanket punishment? No, because that's more work for me. Consequences, there are none. You are kind to overlook the wrong I have done you, but there is more you need to know. Anyway, distractions, you know, distractions going on here. The map you bought is very real, as is the island it shows. I overheard Zashal selling the information to another customer. He told that man where he needed to search, about the ruins, about the vault, about everything. Then the man sailed out to find his fortune, never to return. You cannot go alone to that place. You should have more friends with you, maybe even a whole army. I do not doubt the ruins hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us, there is little we cannot overcome. Become? Please, I cannot bear the thought of... Isn't VIP? Technically, yes. Now you've gone and made him cry. I did not. That was not mine. If that's a goddamn turtle, I swear to God. Oh, that reminds me. Everything about your 14 playthrough, Santa. What do you mean? Where were you up to? What's going on? You're only on the first game trying to work out the control. Oh, have you started again? Are you on ARR? Are you on Realm Reborn? Oh, very well. Assuming we do find this treasure hoard, it may prove wise to have more hands along for the carrying. Any ideas on whom to approach? The scions have scattered far and wide since our last gathering. Hope we're having a great stream. Yes, yeah. What are you maining? Hey, Twisted Phoenix, welcome in. Another Final Fantasy 14 player I spy. I only streamed a little bit, but you streamed FF7 Rebirth beforehand. Have you completed it? And what do you think, without spoilers, what do you think of Rebirth? I finished Rebirth, but I'm curious to your thoughts on it. You're on Realm Reborn, yes. Okay, good. What are you starting as? Oh, who are we calling? Alphino and Alice, or Grahatir and Kryl? Ishtola, Thancred, Anja. I mean, it's got to be Alphino, right? It's got to be the most comedy is going to happen with Alphino and Estinian. Thaumaturge, you're going Black Mage. You're a 14 addict, Twisted Phoenix. What do you mean? You love Rebirth, think it's amazing. It's a very good game. It's definitely a very good game. Little Lord Alphino and his sister, were they not bound for Garlemald? They have far more important matters to attend to than delving for trinkets. We all are here, yes. We are all Final Fantasy 14 addicts. Thancred and... Well, like, Grahat here loves us, so maybe he'll be up for it. Ooh, Pictomancer. But before that, Astrologian. Aye, Kral may have her hands full rebuilding the students, but if you reach out to Graha, he would surely leap at an invitation. Will that set your mind at ease? Yes, if that man is as strong as you. Is he, though? Strong, I mean, well... Yeah. Phoenix is your guide for 14. What is your name, boy? Merod, sir. Well, Merod, your life is yours to live as you will, but I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sister safe. I'm not proud of what I do, but what choice do I have? We need to eat, and everyone's too busy rebuilding their own lives to bother with two grubby orphans. Wait, boy. I didn't take this roundabout road just to see you end up in some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city gates. Thank you, sir. Call me Asthenian. That was like such a an edgelord way. Call me Asthenian. Turn his back on him. Turns his back on him and looks into the distance. Call me Asthenian. Amazing. That was amazing. I shall leave you to recruit Graha. You'll appreciate the invitation that much more, I'm sure. As I recall, he was based at the Annex. Someone there ought to be able to point you in the right direction. Let us be off too, Merad. Do me a favor and don't stray from the path. Oh, I just realized as well, actually. I just need to fix something quickly. There it is. All done. James Spacely. Feels like Black Mage, but less boom and more hammering. Black Mage has changed. They've got some new abilities on Black Mage, and I was playing it for the second time today, but it was the first time in a high level dungeon today. I queued up for a roulette and ended up with bloody Shadowbringer's Cloud of Darkness. And that is not a trial that you want to do as a Black Mage. It's just not. No spoilers. Anyway, we're in Endwalker. It's the end, isn't it? Maybe. Yeah, no worries, Santa, no worries. Oh, look who it is. Welcome back, James. What might the students do for you? Graha? Yes, he's in the main hall with Mistress Kryl. They've been holed up in there for days. By all means, go and give them an excuse to take a break. What have they been up to for days, is the question. Look at them acting all nonchalant and innocent, as if they haven't been caught in the act.
Ah, Ergica, my good man. Would you
Excuse
be so
me?
kind as to...
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
I wish you had sent word ahead. I thought I was having visions for a moment there.
Graha's always out of it. The blood has got a long way to go up to his brain with that long neck, you know? How's the restoration of the students coming along?
Slow and steady. Raha and I have been compiling old records of the students' activities. We located several accounts in the archives of Numenon and added them to the collection we recovered from the Isle of Fowl.
And judging by the progress we've made thus far, sorting this pile will keep us occupied for days to come. But what brings you to the Annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around?
Well, see, there's this treasure and I need another pair of hands, but Kryl, your hands are just no good, so Graha was supposed to use you.
The treasure vault of Alzadal III.
I like to fill in the words.
And you're looking for companions to join you on this expedition.
Is that not what I just said?
I would dearly love to accompany you, of course, but I'm afraid I'm committed to another task. On the subject of which I had hoped to ask for your assistance.
Well, I am also busy with another task, Kryl, if you want to be like that. Oh. 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 He's twitching.
Then again, it's not so urgent that it can't wait until you've returned.
Look at Graha. He's gonna go into meltdown.
You should go, Raha. I'll stay here and mind the shop, as it were.
Are you sure? I'd hate to leave you short-handed.
I'm sure.
Look at his eyes.
Just try to be back before too many moons have
They're
passed.
glistening. They're glistening eyes.
Well, I guess we're off on another adventure already.
Oh, am I dropping frames
Have you
again?
asked anyone else to come along? Then might I suggest we invite your Stola? Ever since the Scions disbanded, she spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Gooble Library, hoping to piece together a method to traverse the rift. It would seem, however, that whatever wisdom she sought there was not to be found. She arrived in Charlian the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her search of Numenor. Considering what you've told us of Alzadal's extraordinary feats, I do believe your Stola would be more than interested to hear what you have to say. Splendid! Then let us head to the archives at once.
Splendid.
Wait, before you go. I have another potential member to volunteer, if you've room to spare. Urianger.
Well, should we just? Why are we just picking up everyone?
He sent the students a request for materials, you see. Treatises on the architecture of treasure vaults and the like. From what I can gather, the Loporrits are looking to make improvements to their own creation and wish to learn more about how we build things down here. So, why not take Urianger with you? Let him study Alzadal's legacy firsthand.
None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes.
If only it was Dag Cred, eh?
If our expedition leader has no objections, I say we extend Urianger an invitation once we've spoken with your Stola.
Let's do it. Stoic
Safe
nods all
travels, you
round.
two. But don't forget, I'd still like your help with that other matter I mentioned.
Right.
All right, you're next.
Then it's off to the library.
So, Idleshire? Wait. She's here? I thought the Great Gooble Library was in Dravania. In Old Charlian. I am in Old Charlian right now, yeah. Okay. Are they named, like, similarly because they're both libraries owned by the same people, basically? Because there's the Great Gooble Library. The library expanded, yeah. Is this another Great Gooble Library? Is that what it is? No, this is the Numenon. This is the Numenon. My goodness, Ishtola, what's going on here? Look at this mess! This is not professional behavior. This is a library. Sloppy.
I've never known your Stola to doze off in the middle of research before.
Shh. Shush. Get a bucket. We all gonna have a sleep? We all gonna have a little rest? Silence.
Close my eyes for one moment. How long have you two been here?
Oh, that was fun. Catching up on some light reading. Hey, Haley. Thanks for being my biggest fan.
Something to that effect.
How's your day been?
I must have been studying for 2-3 days straight before exhaustion finally claimed me. As you know, I've been researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections. Well, looking for hints at least. I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library.
It peaked at delivery thinking you're ordering for a whole
So
office.
I've been skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial mention of any similar feats in the past. A means to travel between worlds exists, and you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. So I promised Runar, but 'twould seem I've set myself a nigh impossible task.
You needn't be so hard on yourself. The leap I made with the Crystal Tower was not achieved in an afternoon. It was the culmination of a collective effort spanning generations.
Oh, you think me discouraged? I assure you, 'tis quite the opposite. A daunting challenge and the time to sink my teeth into it. I feel like a fresh-faced student again.
Ooh, Stola's got a bit of spark to
Scholar
her.
in her element.
Indeed. Was there something else you wish to ask of me? Alzadal is no minor figure in Harnish history, and much is known about his family.
Oh, you got medical test Friday. Local takeaway's
This
gonna
is
miss
the
you.
first I've
Hope the
heard
tests go
of a
well.
descendant surviving a trip to another world. If those tales are true, then he may have left behind some clue as to how it was accomplished. An invitation to delve into one of the world's lingering mysteries. As if I could refuse. And whence do we embark upon this expedition?
Now,
By ship.
now,
But before
esque.
that, we thought to extend an invitation to Urianger as well. He was in Thalmazane, last we heard.
Then by all means, let us recruit him and be on our way.
You use catch to catch the Pokemon. Look, you left that poor guy to clean up her mess. She never considered just putting books back on her shelf when she's finished with them. Where's my etherite? Do 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 do. He'll charge her later. Cleaning fee. She isn't even using a Kindle. Hey, there's a blue quest in here. Jamming way? Oh, crap. No, this is continuing a quest. Oh, no. I didn't mean to do this. The Ragnarok has already been prepared for our journey, a journey that will unfortunately not require the massive quantities of ether that were necessary to previous one in the stars. How can this be? You wonder, else if I know whether it's a Spartan gift from Mother or perhaps the manifestation of Meteor's true desire. This vessel is strongly connected to Ultima Thule. So strongly, in fact, that it somehow simultaneously exists in both locations, here in Labyrinthos and out at the edge of the universe. Is this making more sense to you now? No? What matters little? What matters is we get to the other side and too much trouble on my dearest probe. On that note, let us be off. I don't want to go to Ultima Thule. That's the opposite of where I want to go. That's like as far away from where I want to be as is possible, in fact. God damn it, it's taking me to Ultima Thule. I pressed the wrong person. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. The Lunar Whale from 4, yes it is, yeah. It unlocks a dungeon. I would imagine so, but I'm just not ready to be doing it yet. That's for a non-MSQ day. We just left that bunny abandoned on the other side of the universe.
Ah, our illustrious champion.
Ah, our Lexatius friend.
Cloaked in the mantle of the common explorer, fame set aside in thy pursuit of simple adventure.
If I had not worn this glam, would they...
I am told a new expedition is in the offing.
Would they not be saying these lines? Am I getting custom lines because I'm wearing this glam? Wasn't Thancred with you?
He left to attend to some personal errand, but should be returning ere long.
There are gear triggers.
You've been keeping yourself busy, I trust?
True to our plan, Thancred and I embarked upon a pilgrimage.
Yo, Twisted Phoenix, thank you for the follow.
Gauging the state of those lands through which we passed. Our travels were interrupted, however, by a request for aid from our befurred lunar allies.
Befurred.
As you may recall, the Loperites had been seeking new purpose for the moon, another role through which it might serve to benefit mankind. The Forum hath been working to advise them in this endeavor, but I return to offer mine own counsel.
And this has what to do with treasure vaults, exactly?
Ah, you have learned of my predicament from Mistress Cryle. I know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Loperites now stand convinced that adventurers delight in treasure hunts.
There you go. If you want them,
With their newly built wonderland of riches,
if you want them, Twisted Phoenix, that's where you can get them from.
they hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to the moon. So earnest and innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found myself powerless to refuse them my cooperation. But what of you, my friends? Why are you come to Labyrinthos? Fascinating. This is indeed a most fortuitous opportunity. I should be honored to accept thine invitation.
That's a very formal bow.
How long hath it been, I wonder, when last our actions were not impelled by fate or desperation?
Aye. Though I cherish the Scion's accomplishments, 'tis pleasant to not have the weight of the world upon our shoulders for a change.
True. He's like, where am I?
Justinian, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps or perils await unwary feet, we may be wise to refrain from recruiting others.
I agree. Between us, we should have the skills to handle whatever situation may arise. Shall we be on our way?
We shall.
No time to spare a word for the grizzled old bard.
Ah, Dad Cred's here.
All is well, I trust?
A wasted trip, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to catch up with a former mentor while you parleyed with the rabbits, but it seems our paths were not to cross.
You're looking well, Dad Cred. On to Stormblood. GG, Dr. Hammett.
Travel by experimental etherite.
Are you streaming it?
It's astounding what a lack
Are you going to stream it?
does for one's sense of well-being.
Get on that stream.
In any case, as we made our way around Ilzabard, we saw that much of the continent was in various stages of chaos. A certain amount of disorder is to be expected. The final days are over, and the people no longer have a common threat binding them together. That's the thing with these fledgling troubles, eh? You need to keep an eye out, lest they mature into full-grown headaches. So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages seemed fit to gather? Beneath the waters of the Bounty, you say? I see you've already stolen away my traveling partner with the promise of unexplored ruins and scholarly glory.
I know where he's talking, Hammett.
Nay, 'tis not for mine own indulgence, but rather the fulfillment of my commitment to the Loporrits.
You don't have to be so defensive, Oriange.
Ah, of course. And if you have Estinian rounding out your group, you'll likely have all the members you need.
He's feeling left out.
Feeling left out? I could put in a good word for you, if you like.
He's feeling left out.
We may have been released from our obligations, but I'll never be free of that merciless wit of yours, will I? In all seriousness, 'tis best I sit this one out. Too many former scions consorting with one another might be seen as a cause for concern in certain quarters. I'll return to my usual reconnaissance and scout out the situation in the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelations.
He is feeling left out. He's like, no, I don't want to go. I don't think it's a good idea for me to go anyway. It's fine. I don't need an invite because it's clearly not a good idea.
Will wonder what hath become of us.
If I were to go, my fans would follow and cause a scene. Hankred. Dee 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 dee. He can fly. That's not the right quest. I nearly did it again. I nearly activated a quest that I'm not actually meant to be doing. That was close. That was close. When did King Kong learn to fly? They come now? What all is getting removed from the redeems? Probably bit alerts. I think they're going to go for sure. Certainly the long ones are going to go. Anything that's just too intrusive. Anything that's too intrusive. I'm still putting together the list. Some things might just increase in price, in like channel point price, but the bit alerts I think are definitely going. Gonna miss R. It's time. It's time. I've been dancing to that bloody song for 2 years. Hey, Corey's here. Not the shouty cowboy. I am not gonna miss R. Just putting that out there. Don't sit on the fence. Gags, tell us what you really think. Don't hold back. Come on now. I send you to recruit Garha and you return with an entire survey party. I hope Matthias' boat is sturdy enough to carry us all. What he means is we are grateful for the use of one of your precious fishing vessels. We are more than glad for the chance to provide it. I ask only that you take care to steer clear of the reefs and the shallows there. Aye, we'll keep an eye out. Need a non-intrusive redeem with a 1 in 100 chance of gifting yourself a turtle. I don't want to gift myself a turtle. End of an era. Dream is to basically level all classes one day, but that's going to take a while. It doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long, Haley. 1 to 50 levels pretty quickly. If you're committed, 1 to 50 will level pretty quickly, and then a bunch of jobs start later. Like Dark Knight's a bad example. Gunbreaker starts at 60, I want to say. Samurai starts at I think 60 as well. Viper, of course, starts at 80. Reaper starts at 70. So you'll unlock jobs. Dancer starts at 60. You'll unlock jobs that are already leveled, basically, which will kind of speed things up for you. You missed the cowboy. No, we will not miss the cowboy. White mage is the easiest. They say Astro is the hardest. You have a few 90s, a couple more at 80s, some 60s, and a black mage at 50. How could you leave your black mage languishing at 50 like that? Hara R will never be a thing. No, I'm afraid not. Cobra's happy. Curious how different it is. Well, I unlocked Astro. Literally before the change. Literally before the change, I unlocked Astrologian, and draw, play, and undraw have been removed. And like they're like, all I've done is get the bit. Like I haven't done anything. I haven't even look. I've got 0 XP. I've got 0 XP on this job, and already I've had abilities removed. So I genuinely don't know how to play this yet. That's gonna need some work. But anyway. Don't you get an XP boost when you have a higher level job than the job? You do, yes, yeah. You leveled summon a red mage first. It's pretty much the same though. Card play is different from what it is. You spend the next few months working on yourself, which you can basically be code for. Working on my 14 leveling. Sounds good. Ishola is intrigued. Let's see what's going on here then. Estinian's armor has got like colours added to it. Al-Zadal III. I confess I'm somewhat embarrassed that the tale of his journey to another world escaped my notice. Could it be more than simple folklore? And what of the treasure he supposedly brought back? This undersea vault may hold relics from another reflection. My friends, we should temper our expectations. The math doth promise ruins, but beyond that we know not what we will find. Not until we find it, aye. So let us dispense with the conjecture and set sail for the vault. I've never played it, so for me it will just be learning the job as it is. Oh! Oh, we're straight into the duty. I thought we were going to go and actually visit the island, but no, we're straight in. Corey, I see you here. Do you want to join? I'm going to assume you do, so I'm going to invite you to party. Does anyone else want to join? I don't know how many people this one is. I guess it's a dungeon. This is four man. So I need 2 DPS. If anyone wants to... yeah, Laketa, you're in. Going in raw. Anyone else? I've got 1 DPS slot if anyone wants in. For Al-Zadal's Legacy. In the meantime. Balance and spear will swap between them. Balance with melee DPS and spears, range DPS buff, etc. I need to look into the job, just in general. Like I say, I've not done any of it. But yeah, I've got one DPS slot. Does anyone want to join us for this duty? Al-Zadal's Legacy. It's a level 90. Anyone free? If not, I'm gonna close offers once we get to 11 o'clock. It's 10:59. James said duty. Final call for DPS. You join? Yeah, we can add you. What's your name? What's your in-game name? I'll add you. Then we'll have a party. That'd be cool. Is your in-game name Twisted Phoenix as well? Oh, Kia Daro. There you go. No search results. No search results. I cannot find you. Is it? Yeah, I used case sensitive DARO. Maybe if you head here, oh, you're offline, so it won't show. Okay, yeah. Let me know when you're online and I'll search for you, and then I'll invite you in. James, can it counter my healing skills? I never rescue the tank into area damage. You failed at rescuing. Yeah, no, Twisted Phoenix. I'll wait for you. Don't worry. We'll wait for you to log in. Just let us know when you're here. How are you, Merid? How are you finding healing in 14? Because I know I think you said you played World of Warcraft, right? Is it very different? Is it very different to what you've done before? Dart's like in the in-game chat. Got rid of all my level 50 healer gear because all my healers are 60 plus. Turns out I have no 60 gear. Ooh, do you have a Moogle minion? If so, then pull it out. Oh, you want me to whip it out, Corey? You telling me to whip it out? You want them to dance together? I've got a few Moogle minions. I have a wind-up Moogle, I have a Taoist Moogle, and I have a Bride's Moogle. I'll bring out the regular. Come on, Moogs. There we go. Now they'll dance together. Oh, you're in. Nice. All right, let's bring you in. There's search. All right, we're in. So, yes, if you wouldn't mind Twisted Phoenix being DPS, we'll get this show on the road. How am I looking on that? Oh, I've got a decision to make with that. All right then, ready, check. Rah. Let's do it. Let's wreck this joint. I'm going in blind, remember? Bear with me. Try and go into low-level dungeons when your actions are all over the place. Black Mage is terrible for that. Black Mage... Ooh, hello. Black Mage, your rotation changes like every 10 levels. You got third prize? Nice. Of course you did, Scott. Of course you did. Imagine Scott not winning MGP. It's been so long. Let's go. Look at his portrait. Amazing. I guess it's this way. Covers himself in 4-leaf clovers. He just rubs himself up and down in the bath full of 4-leaf clovers. Hey, what's going on? Why am I losing aggro? Hello, what's this now? Okay, I'm gonna stop here. This didn't go to plan. Where did these come from? Spinny, spinny, spinny time! Spin and slash, spin and slash, run and spin and slash, spin and slash, spin and slash. Run and spin and slash. Damn Marlboros. Scott Sweet, the luckiest of Scots, the Scottists of luckiest. The sweets. Changing your name in game. to Lucky Scots. Hey, Raptor Rage, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Where's he putting those dirty tentacles? I've got one bone stack. Only one, though. That's fine, right? One's fine. Big wave. No, go away. I don't want to get hit by these again. Yeah, I avoided them. This is the boss where Pictomancers get their ink from. The Heaven's War credits are still going. Yeah. The credits are something in this game. No treasure chest? Oh, there it is. Oh! These don't look like ruins. These look like perfectly preserved. It's just a building. I don't like the look of this. What are these fishies outside all about? Going okay. High quality ruins, yeah. Come with me. What the hell? Where'd this massive crab come from? Wait, what's going on? Sorry, I didn't see the extras. I didn't see the extra ads come out. That big beast was in the way. Remember when you said spin to win? Yeah, but I didn't see the big. I didn't see. I was focusing, and then suddenly, all of a sudden, there was like baddies there. It's going to become more important soon. Oh right, okay. Armored chariot. Okay. Why is he not doing anything? Oh, okay. Hello? Damn it! I know this is bad. I'm in a bad place. Ooh. Nice. Sentinel Mastery. Ooh. Sentinel Mastery. I see Vuln stacks in James's future. Hey, look at all this gold. I never understood why civilizations in this world link the structural integrity of their doors to the health of their guards. Hello? Alright, let's just deal with these. Let's get him. Spin to win. Oh no. Alright, let's get him. Oh, it's very colourful. Spin and fumble. Stumble and fall. Huh? Oh, not this again. We're going... Ah, right, okay. We gotta go where? Where? Oh, just anywhere? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. You love your colourful ribbons, don't you? Are we supposed to be doing something with these? Okay, no. We're supposed to be not getting near them. I was just like, hey, let me stand next to this bomb. Oh shit! Oh, that was so close! Look at that recovery! Amazing. Come on now. Come on now, that was impressive, right? That was impressive. You can't say it wasn't. This time, don't get too close. Although you're all going over to this one, so I'm going to assume that this is fine. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. That was alright. That was alright. Only one bomb stack, and it dissipated. Thank you, Twisted Phoenix, for joining us for that. Laketta and Corey as well, thank you. Stuff. Greedy. Needy. Greedy and needy. Easy peasy. You'll be on for a while if you do more? Yeah, well, I mean, it depends what's ahead of us, but yeah. I failed at killing James again. Did you try? I guess you could have pulled me into spikes.
What have we here?
'Tis not unlike a Hunnish alchemical furnace in design.
Well, there is one way we might find out.
Fight! Harry Hill reference for those of you.
Stop! You mustn't touch it.
Hey, good night, Haley. Thanks for being here. Vitra, what do you know?
Vritra! Oh, my apologies. Should I continue calling you Varshan?
You may address me as you wish. My nature is no longer a secret. Still, this is not a setting I imagined for our union. Surely you've not entered these ruins as common looters.
Would that we could deny your accusations, but I fear you're not far from the truth.
Great Vritra, might we beseech thee to explain the nature of this strange contrivance?
It was crafted by our alchemists at my behest, for the purpose of sealing something away.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't going to touch it, but you know Ishtola.
You and I will speak later.
Not the time for frivolity, my friend. Not the time.
It was exactly the time.
Something of which thou speakest. Might it be some
Oh, that was
threat?
great.
Perhaps I should simply show you.
Did you just piss off Best Girl? Potentially. It was the slow turn. It was just like the slow turn of the head. I thought you told us not to touch it. He's just opened it up. Ah. Oh, she looks happy.
I have lifted the seal, if only for the moment, by an authority only I possess.
A planar fissure?
No, my friend. Small though it may be, this is a functioning gate into the void.
So why is the inside of that device not filled with void scent then? Are we just going to leave it out? Ishtala said I could touch it. Ah, no. Not let me up there. Void gates and fissures are much the same thing in practice, in the sense that both allow passage between the source and the 13th. The difference in terminology refers to the circumstances of their creation. A fissure is an incidental tear in the fabric between worlds, whereas a void gate is the product of a deliberate action. I suspect this is the latter, judging by the elaborate mechanism put in place to control it. To think that our search for material riches would lead to this priceless discovery. That swelling emptiness. It puts me in mind of old friends, not to mention old foes. Now, come on now, Ishtola, don't hold a grudge, okay?
I must admit, I am deathly curious to know how a void gate came to be hidden in the depths of these ruins.
To tell that tale, we must first peer far to the south, and even further into memory.
Amusement, Dark Bahamut.
An age 5 millennia passed when the Algan Empire sent an invading force to the shores of Meracidia. The southern people rallied around the commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors. With Bahamut's defeat, however, the tide turned against them. Desperate to seize any advantage, the Mercidians resorted to summoning primal entities. In response, Emperor Zande forged a covenant with the Cloud of Darkness, sovereign among the all-devouring denizens of the Void. Thus bolstered by icons on one side and Void Scent on the other, the two armies clashed in a battle of unspeakable carnage. So much death, so much loss.
I consider myself well versed in that period of history, yet you speak as one who witnessed it happen.
This is Graha not paying attention again. He's a dragon who's been around for a long time, Graha.
Indeed, I did. I heard Tiamat's roar of defiance and sped toward that war-torn land. Along with my sibling, Ashdaya.
Say what?
We dragons are not male or female as men are wont to classify, but elder sister is the closest a mortal tongue can come to describing what she meant to me. I was the last of our
He's just a
brood to
young
hatch,
boy.
and Ashdaya cared for me where my sire could not. Thus, I was with her when Tiamat roared. I was with her when she journeyed south, and I was with her when she fought against the Void-sent hordes. Yet no matter how many of their vile fiends we cast down, more rose from the abyss to take their place. Faced with an unwinnable war of attrition, Ashdaya risked her all on a final gamble. She plunged through the Void Gate itself to strike at the root of their strength.
At least it's not flash and white.
I tried to follow in her wake, determined to lend what aid I could. But even as I came upon Alag's glittering tower, I saw the rift close behind her. And Ashdaya has been lost to us ever since.
I find I must retract my earlier claim of historical knowledge. Nowhere in the Crystal Tower's archives did I see mention of such noble sacrifice.
That does not surprise me. To Allagan eyes, it must have seemed as if a lone dragon, driven to madness, simply dove through the gate and did not return. For my part, I spent long years searching for the means to reunite with Ashdaya. Until
Hence
I
the
could
gate.
search no more. Until Allag was dust, and the art to open a void gate large enough to accommodate a dragon forever lost.
Yet you have the beginnings of a gate right here, under the control of a harnessed device.
My discovery came before Radzat was founded. Though I scoured the lands for a method to cross the rift, it was beneath the sea that I chanced to find a natural planar fissure. It was, however, far too narrow to admit a worm's bulk. Only after our city rose upon the rock, and I could enlist the aid of our talented alchemists, did matters take a favorable turn. Their dedication was beyond reproach. Tirelessly they worked to expand the fissure, and after decades of toil, it finally grew to a size that a child might pass through.
Is this why he made his body?
Not long ago, you told us that you called out to your kin, that Ashdaya's answer was silence. I suspect the conclusion to your tale is not a joyful one.
With hope in my heart, I used the simulacrum to cross the threshold. But no, I did not find her. What I found was a host of voidsent, clamoring around the opening they had sensed. 'Twas but a moment, but enough. I had no choice but to retreat and allow the portal to contract once more.
The gate was a threat to your people. You had to decide between endangering Razat and abandoning your sister. And you chose the latter.
'Twas not that thy siblings scorned thy call. 'Twas that she was trapped beyond a barrier through which neither roar nor dragon may pass. Even now, in the desolate world of the 13th.
I can scarce imagine your pain, yet it was wise not to linger in that place. Too long a sojourn, and even a being of your power risks being warped into a creature of the void. You've seen this phenomenon before, when we stepped into the darkness.
I remember when Nero turned purple.
Turned purple? Well, yes. His wounds had allowed the void's corruption to enter his body and twist his ether. Had it been allowed to progress much longer, I presume he would have been fully transformed.
Then there is little hope for Ashdaya.
Ah, no. I hadn't meant to. I speak only of possibilities. The scales of the First Brood are extraordinarily resistant to ethereal fluctuations. They are the protective talisman's core components after all, and even the corruption I described would struggle to overcome. Of course. With the warding scale in one's possession, one could conceivably survive a stay in the 13th without being warped by its energies.
Be that as it may, it is too late to rescue my sister. 5,000 years too late. And now countless others look to me for guidance and protection. So when I sensed intruders in the ruins, I came only to ensure that the gate remained closed. That, and to secure the treasure, of course. I wish only to forget the rest.
Ishtola's interest is piqued. She has already forgotten my sassiness earlier. That's how you get around Ishtola. You get her mad, you just distract her onto some scholarly pursuit that she's interested in, and she's absolutely fine after that. She won't hold it against you. So they managed not only to expand the fissure, but also manipulate it as one might a gate. Hey, thanks Corey, thanks for the lurk. See you later. Astonishing. Is there any chance I could learn more of how this feat was accomplished? I will tell you what I can. First, however, I must return to the High Crucible and arrange to replace the Guardians you so handily destroyed. It will not do to leave the gate undefended. My apologies. We were perhaps a touch zealous in our rush to uncover the vault's secrets. If the constructs can be repaired, we will be happy to offer our assistance. That will not be necessary. Much as I retain spare vessels for myself, we keep duplicate Guardians on hand for such eventualities. In any case, we should return to Rad's at hand. Stable Void Fissure. Ishtola want. Wow. This looks like another one. This looks like it opens like the one that we just saw. Oh no, it's a forge. Never mind. Never mind. I promise we will discuss the Void Gate further, but first I must attend to the matter of my Vault Sentinels. As your instruments have no doubt informed you, the Capicula has been reduced to so much scrap. Please bring a new one out of storage and see that it is conveyed to its post along with some few lesser constructs. Was it tomb robbers? Fiends born of the Tower of Zot? By the sisters, do not tell me a blasphemy yet roams free. Oh dear. They're so sus. Why such guilty faces? Surely it isn't you who were responsible for this. Oh. Well, the details aren't important. I shall see it done immediately. Is there a tombstone exchange? I think so. I'll have a look in a minute. I'm here anyway. And with that, the vault will soon be secure once more. Now I believe you had questions. Quite a few, in fact. But I'd like to begin with the gate itself. It is still functional, yes? Indeed, which is why I saw it sealed with an alchemically forged lock and warded it with my magics. Such power must not fall into the wrong hands. In truth, the primary reason for the vault's construction was to keep the gate hidden from the outside world. So much effort for such a little door. That little door you speak of leads to an abyss teeming with unspeakable horrors. That said, in its current state, it would admit only the lowliest of void scent, and from this side, no man would be able to pass through. No man? I should think Alphina would fit, given a firm enough push. Physical size is only one consideration. The true restriction hinges upon the etheric density of the soul in transit. And yet you succeeded in expanding this diminutive portal and sending your simulacrum to the 13th. Thanks to my brilliant alchemists, I should have destroyed the anomaly when I found it, but instead I bade them devise a means to control it. After much experimentation, they accomplished the impossible. A method was conceived by which my magics could manipulate the fissure and transform it into a serviceable gate. But the process has long since been forgotten. Once I had given up searching for Azjaja, there was no need to preserve such esoteric and dangerous knowledge. Thus, as the gate lay dormant for years uncounted, our own passage to the 13th was made relatively simple thanks to the Crystal Tower. An ancient mechanism channeled the tower's vast stores of energy to open a void gate, one bound to a covenant made with the Cloud of Darkness. Once that sovereign entity was beaten back, however, the covenant was broken and the doorway severed from its connection to the void. Theoretically, it should be possible to reconnect the gate by forging a new pact with another void sent. But such deals usually end in betrayal and death. In any case, we should attempt to gain an understanding of the bounty gate. Mayhap you could resume the search for your sister. As I have already explained, I put those futile hopes to rest centuries ago. My place and my duty is here now. I had meant to ask, what prompted you to search for the vault in the first place? It was all Astinian's idea. As I recall, 'twas you who was chasing tales of undersea ruins. Well, as you've seen, the fabulous wealth from the stories is quite real, if not its rumoured origin, but I'm afraid I must assert a prior claim. I've been adding to that trove for years, little by little, but the time has come to spend it, that I might alleviate my people's suffering. Then we are of one mind. We had no intention of taking it for ourselves. Isn't that right, my friend? She's dropping everyone in it. Your Excellency, would you object if I were to conduct a closer examination of the gate? I will make no attempt to open it, of course. I owe you and yours a debt that can never be repaid. Whatever boon you ask of me, you shall have it. You are most gracious. I shall take full advantage of your permission. Would that I could join thee in thy study, but the Loperids will be anxious to receive my report. I beg my leave of you. And I must be off to Charlian as well. Mistress Quire was eager to speak with you about that request, so please come back to the annex as soon as you're able. Farewell for now. We can discuss my findings once I return. You'll not be rid of me so easily. You will now undertake the Chronicles of a New Era quest series, Myths of the Realm. Speak with a fresh-faced student at the Baldician Annex to accept it. What's this? What's that? What's Chronicles of a New Era? Oh, it's the Alliance raid? Oh, nice. Okay. The difficult part in all this will be deciding how best to put these riches to use. Will you lend me your assistance in these deliberations? Anything to make up for the constructs we broke. Then think of your employment as recompense. Serve me as guest advisors, and I will consider the broken constructs paid for in full. James and I are in this together. I will follow his example. So this Friday, it looks like we're doing some raids. Meanwhile, elsewhere. That's Final Fantasy IV music. Is that Golbez? That's Golbez. They're the 4 elements. Oh. Oh. I sensed the breaching of a gate, but it was not instigated from this side. It was thrown open from the other. I too felt it. A rare occurrence, yes, but such a tiny portal is beneath our notice. There are more pressing matters at hand. An opportunity is upon us, the coming of which we have awaited for nigh on 10,000 years. We dare not let it slip our grasp. Yeah, we must not underestimate he who bested the cloud of darkness. Even restrained by a covenant, the cloud was no feeble wisp to be dispersed by some flesh and blood mortal. Bah! Let him come! I will drown the world and watch this fleshling gasp for breath in his final moments. Your zeal is admirable, but forget not our cause. Think back on our struggles beneath this sunless sky. Remember why we cede not our will to fight. 'Tis time we set the war in motion and win redemption for our star. Golby, Golby. Shit. Oh, that's good. That's good. It's 10 to midnight. I think I'm probably, before I pick up another quest, I think I'm gonna wrap up some things. So let's look up what Lucetta was asking about the merchant. See if they've appeared here. Yeah, I can also do my retainers while I'm here. I was up till after 2 yesterday, so today I've been feeling it. I do need to make sure I finish on time today. All day today I've just been like, I want to sleep. I want to go to sleep. You know one distracting loud redeem that I will keep, do you really? No, I don't have a, there's no merchant here, Lucetta. Not yet. They haven't spawned here yet. But revelations. You need to Mandeville it up. I actually don't like the Mandeville quests. I just don't like them. I don't find it funny anymore. The humor's got old really quick. The neon. No, I'm taking those as well. All of the personal redeems will also go. They're all going to be reduced. Even that one. I might keep as Neon Berry because that's not intrusive. Gags. He can stay. He can stay. Oops. Oh, I have a new retainer, by the way. I have Big Vicky. Big Vicky's my new retainer. She's my new retainer. She's got a hat. It's Big Vicky. As opposed to, why is she identical? As opposed to Vicky Fell. So there's Vicky Fell. She was the original. So we had to have Big Vicky as the replacement. There she is. Why do you think that turtle's from Laketa? This one's from Rasusu. But many of the turtles are from Laketa, who is standing right there. You take offense to that? But is he wrong that a lot of them are in fact from you? Is he wrong? I don't think so. All right, I think here's a good time to wrap up. I know it's a little bit before midnight, but if we start off anything else, it's probably going to take us well beyond midnight, and I do need to get my rest. I take more offense if I didn't send a new one today. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you do it to yourself, right? You do it to yourself. I need to fix the that new redeem I made today. We need to get that sorted out. That is on the list of things to be fixed. I'll see if I can do that tomorrow. In the meantime, let's say thank you to a bunch of legends who have supported the stream today. Come and rise and take your place. Raptor Rage, thank you for the follow today, and Twisted Phoenix, thank you for the follow today, and also thank you for your help on the duty today too. For the bits today, Cap'n CD, Owly Pop and Rinvello. Thanks for all that noise. We had a resub from Silver Moon today as well. You're in my book. You've made it to the book. Reyes, Santa Natala, thank you for the raids today. Mods, thanks for modding. Vips, thanks for vipping. Chatters, thank you for chatting. I have started putting Endwalker on YouTube. Well, no, sorry, I tell a lie. I've started editing Endwalker for YouTube. So I'll be putting that up soon. I've done the first 3 episodes. I'm doing it a little bit differently for this series. I'm not doing the whole YouTube intros and outros and all of that sort of stuff. But I am going to be uploading them all to YouTube because I think the Endwalker run has been excellent. And I want to preserve it. So you'll see that come up. If you've missed any of the Endwalker playthrough, you'll find it on YouTube. And if you want to have the YouTube link, well, there it is.